Welcome back. Now we're going to take a look at the viewing options. In the viewing panel, it's located in two places. We have it as a drop down, and there's another tutorial video that I already have. If you look to the right side of the screen, it should be a link there under the teacher resources. So it covers that tutorial covers all these options, and there's quite a few of them in there. So if you're interested in learning all the details of the viewing options, go ahead and take a look at that tutorial. But the ones that most people use are located right here under this icon. Now this viewing icon gives us a lot of options. The first is page thumbnails. By turning this on, we get thumbnails on the side here. I'm going to add a couple sections here just to show you what's happening here. And don't worry about what I'm doing to create this. I just want to show you there's a, we'll cover that in a later tutorial. It gives us the option of thumbing through different pages. We could scroll down through the pages, and as you can see here, the yellow box navigates with the pages as I scroll through. And inside this pages pane, we can rearrange the pages. And yes, Apple will rearrange the page numbers for you automatically if you have automatic page numbers inserted. So it's a great option. Next, we have a search. Now, the search will actually find things within the document, which is great because I happen to know this is some Latin filler text that Apple uses. But if I type Delora there, we can see it as appears on all 7 pages multiple times. And if you click on any one of these, it will show you right where it is in the highlight menu. See here, it's jumping right out at me and coloring in yellow. So it's a great way to find something in a document. And I'll demo this when I show the teacher resources tutorial. So next piece, we have show styles drawer. Now the styles drawer gives us an idea of what things look like if we use styles. Header styles are things like Helvetica is the font right now, and you can see if we choose a heading. So if I selected this and I decided to apply a heading, we can see here the styles. We can go ahead and change that. See, it's all jumped up to large font there, and we can go through and take a peek at what the styles look like before we actually assign them. We can also change these, but I'll cover that in an advanced tutorial. Next, we have hide the styles drawer. We'll go ahead and close that back up. Now we have hide formatting bar, which I was just using there. That's the little bar down below here. I really like the formatting bar. I think it's very intuitive to use. Most of the programs you use, whether you're using Google Docs, word processor, Microsoft Word, or any other kind of word or text editing program, it always has a format bar like that. So I'm very used to using that. Hide rulers. I have the rulers turned on here. I'm going to go ahead and open up this document a little bit more. I'm going to hide the search bar. You can see we take the check mark off it. There we go. And you can see here I have no rulers. To view the rulers, I hit view, show rulers, and now my rulers have appeared. So that's a great option, especially when you're trying to get text to line up the way you want. We'll cover that in formatting topics. Show the layout. Now all the layout does is shows us where the text goes. It shows us the header and the footer. A lot of times you can't find the header to insert text. Well, by showing the layout, we can actually see where that goes. And next we have show invisibles. This is really not important to somebody who's a beginner, but I'll just explain real quick what invisibles are. I'm going to zoom in here. Invisibles are important information when it comes to printing documents. If you are a publisher or a web developer, you'd really want to know what kind of characters are being used here for the spaces and whatnot. It's a great way of seeing if there's a double space inside of between two words. So if you're an editor at a magazine or a journal or a newspaper and you're going through proofing the article, if you showed the invisibles, 2 dots would jump out significantly. If there was a couple spaces in here, I'll just put I can't do it because, okay. So you can see here, if you have 2 or 3 dots together, they really kind of stand out. So it helps to proof papers. So I'm going to go ahead and hide invisibles. And last is showing comments. Now comments have to do with track changes. I don't have it turned on right now. I will cover that in a later tutorial. Again, when I talk about the resources for teachers, this is a powerful feature included in the iWork suite, and that's track changes. And I'll go into that in excruciating detail, especially in the advanced topics. So that's all for now. Come on back and we'll talk about sections.